Hello everybody, and we finally welcome you to the NASMAR Community Cup Series Next Daytona 500. Before we go to our pre-race show, I wanted to give a special thanks to Interstate Batteries Cup Series, Bump Motorsports, and NAA for helping me get this race done with the commentary and all. And now, guys, I think it is going to be a great race. We will be for a couple laps in the sunlight here, but then it's all going to be night. The temperatures will cool and the cars will go much faster. It's a 40 car field today, and it's the first race of this season in NASMAR Next, and I think it is going to be a great race. Now for our pre-race show, it's me, Interstate Batteries Cup Series, and Bum Motorsports. Do you think we'll have a good race today, guys?
Absolutely. I think we're going to have a great race here at Daytona.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a great race here at Daytona.
Interstate Batteries Cup Series, can you tell us what happened last time we were at this track in NASMAR Next?
Yes, last year we had a NASMAR Next race here at Daytona. Tyler Reddick stole the win from Eric Jones.
Yep, we are going to be under the lights for part of this race, and I think it's going to be an exciting night here in Daytona Beach, Florida.
Alright guys, and now it's time for our picks to win. Who do you guys got?
My pick to win is Ross Chastain. He looked super good in practice, and I think Ross Chastain is going to take home the title of Daytona 500 champion.
I think I'm going to pick Chase Briscoe. He's looked fast all week, and I think he's going to take home the trophy here at Daytona Beach, Florida.
And guys, I think my win pick will be Joey Logano. We always know that those Penske cars are always good on Daytona. And those are your picks for today. And that ends the pre-race. Thank you guys for being in the booth. And I hope you guys join me again in the booth. Again, thank you for helping out with this race. Anyway, guys, before we get those engines started, let's take a look at your drivers to watch for this year's Daytona 500 for NASMAR Next. And the first one to look out for is Chase Briscoe. He is our pole sitter. We'll see what he'll be able to do today. Next one is Alex Bowman. He's a Hendrick car. We know Bowman is always the threat at Daytona. Then there's my win pick. It's Joey Logano. He's Penske. He's Ford. We know he's good at Daytona, so we'll see how he's going to be able to do. Then there's William Byron. He's won 2 in a row in real life. We'll see if he can do it again. Then next up we have Connor Zilic and Shane Van Gisbergen, both switching numbers this season for NASMAR Next. We'll see how they're going to be able to fare with those new numbers in the field. Then we've got Cody Ware. He's switching to Chevrolet. He's still on Rick Ware Racing, but we're going to see how he fares today here at Daytona. Then we got Daniel Suarez, obviously the huge news. He's switching to Spire number 7. We'll see how he'll be able to fare today here at Daytona. And guys, it's time to look for the things to watch out for here at Daytona before we get these engines started. Anyway, guys, the first one to watch out for is the big one. We all know what's going to happen, and the big one usually starts at the front of the pack. So be watching for the big one because it is a massive crash that usually starts up at the front. Then we got fuel strategy. We all know that people are going to be trying to stretch their fuel as long as they can, and so we'll have to be looking out for fuel strategy here today at Daytona. Now you got third lane action. We always know people are always greedy and looking for positions, and the third lane is always the way to go. So be watching out for that third lane. And now, guys, that is your things to watch for in today's race. Now for keys to victory. The first one is avoid wrecks. We usually see the people who win are the people who are good at avoiding wrecks, such as Chase Elliott or Kyle Larson. We know they're really good at avoiding wrecks, so be watching out for them. Then track position is key. If you are up front, you're most likely going to avoid the big one. So if you're up front, you're going to want to be up front today. Anyway, guys, the third one and the last one is to save fuel here at Daytona. You definitely want to save fuel, and we're going to see a lot of drivers trying to save fuel today at Daytona. And those were your keys to victory. Now for your race info. Today's race is 13 laps. There are 40 cars. The fuel window, as I just said, you want to be saving fuel 5 laps. And the last winner of the NASMAR Next Daytona 500 was Michael McDowell, guys. We're going to have to see how he fares today. I don't know where he's starting, but we'll have to see how your last year's winner will fare. And anyway, guys, let's go to the national anthem before we start the engines. And now it's time for your command. Everybody, welcome Jack Williams.
Drivers, start your engines.
As guys, the engines are fired, and when we come back, they will be rolling off at Daytona International Speedway. As we are back at Daytona, and we are ready to get rolling and see the starting lineup for today's NASMAR Next Daytona 500. Anyways, you can see the honorary pace cars. It's Dale Earnhardt obviously not driving the car, and Dale Jr. driving the number 8. Glad to see their cars driving. And guys, let's roll off here at Daytona. And let's get it started. This is going to be an exciting race. As they're continuing to roll off of pit road, let's take a look at your starting lineup here for today's race at Daytona International Speedway. Row 1, you have Chase Briscoe and Zane Smith. Row 2, you have Alex Bowman and Josh Berry. Row 3, you have Tyler Reddick and Austin Dillon. In row 4, you have Christopher Bell and Ross Chastain. In row 5, you have Chase Elliott and John Hunter Nemechek. Row 6, you have Ryan Blaney and Michael McDowell. In row 7, you have Joey Logano and Carson Hocevar. In row 8, you have Denny Hamlin and Willie Ham Byron. In row 9, you have Brad Keselowski and Austin Cindric. In row 10, you have Kyle Busch and Todd Gilliland. Kyle Busch being your last Daytona 500 winner in the regular NASMAR. And then you have Bubba Wallace and Noah Gragson in row 11. In row 12, you have Chris Fisher in a bad qualifying lap by Kyle Larson. Then you have Connor Zilisch and Eric Jones in row 13. Then you have Ty Gibbs and Shane Van Gisbergen in row 14. Row 15 consists of Ryan Preece and AJ Allmendinger. And in row 16, you have BJ McLeod with his really good qualifying lap. and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. In row 17, you have Ty Dillon and Daniel Suarez. In row 18, you have Cole Custer and Riley Herbst. In row 19, you have Cody Ware and Jimmy Jam Johnson. In row 20, you have Corey LaJoy and Justin Allgaier rounding out your field here today at Daytona. And now, guys, it is time for your lane choose here at Daytona. And let's take a look at what your leaders choose. Chase Briscoe's going to choose the inside along with Alex Bowman, Tyler Reddick, and Christopher Bell. On your outside, you have Zane Smith, Josh Berry, Austin Dillon, and Chase Elliott, all looking for possibly that third lane. And I think it's going to be an exciting race, guys. We're going to go green this lap. Here we go. It's the biggest race of the season in NASMAR Next, and we're about to go green here at Daytona. The pace car is off. The cars are rolling through 3 and 4. Green flag is in the air, and we are racing at Daytona International Speedway. Chase Briscoe leads him. Zane Smith on his outside. Will Smith be able to do anything? But it's all Briscoe and Smith up front. Here comes Briscoe. He's going to block that top line code down the back straightaway for the first time today. Now he's going to block the bottom again and stop the run from Bowman. Here they come off of 3 and 4, now into the trioval. It's still Briscoe and Bowman. And here comes Briscoe leading lap 1 here at Daytona. Already 1 lap complete. Now coming through 1 and 2. It's still Briscoe and Smith. And here comes the third lane. Austin Dillon, Chase Elliott up top here at Daytona. Looking for the position is Austin Dillon. It's the 2 Bass Pro Shops machines out front for now. And don't forget about Smith. He's right in the middle lane. He is looking for the lead here at Daytona. Briscoe blocks out, and he's split. The pole center is split. Briscoe's through the middle. Who cares? He's going to go through the middle, and he's going to go way to the back of the pack. Anyway, now it's Bowman up front. And now here comes Reddick on his inside. They're switching lanes everywhere. Dillon's to the lead now. Already excellent racing. Now, where did Chase Elliott come from? He's up on that outside lane too. And Austin Dillon's going to lead that lap. Oh, there's trouble on the back. Ryan Priest. And there's Herbst. He's involved too. Massive crash. AMAR safety crew, tow trucks coming to aid Ryan Priest. There's a huge hit going at least 180 miles per hour at the wall. Ryan Priest is going to climb out of his car. I hope he's alright after that crash. Look at this. Contact from Ty Dillon and it's the wall. And that is way too early to have a caution. I don't know what Ty Dillon was doing pushing that aggressively. He's at least 30th or below. Ty Dillon was pushing way too aggressively there. And Ryan Priest catches what he could not miss. Horrible push by Ty Dillon. I don't know what he was doing. Herbst involved too. That was a huge hit. I hope Priest is alright. They're going to bring him to the care center. But Herbst is going to try to fix his car. It's Austin Dillon's lead. Let's take a look at another replay. Look at this. Bad push by Ty Dillon. And look at that. At least 180 at the wall. Straight into the wall goes Priest. And I hope he's alright. We'll get an update on him later. But bad push. And into the wall. And then Herbst just has nowhere to go. Well, anyway, guys. After that massive crash, we'll have to see what people do here because we are in the pit window here. We could pit. These drivers could pit right now and potentially make it. Let's go to your pit reporter.
After leading the race, Austin Dillon comes down pit road. He will take 4 tires and a full can of fuel.
Thank you for reporting. As you heard, Austin Dillon coming down pit road for the lead. It looks like he's going to lose a couple of positions. And it's Chase Elliott. It's Alex Bowman and Chase Elliott out here. And we just got an update. Ryan Priest has been checked and released to the infield care center, but that was a huge impact. He got the wind knocked out of him at the least. Anyway, guys, here's the strategy. McDowell and a couple of others on 2 tires, and the 21, the 20, the 4, and the 23 are staying out. I don't know. The pit window is 4 laps. I don't know if they'll be able to make it. Because remember, this is a 13-lap race, and we're only 5 laps in. Anyway, guys, let's go to your lane choose. Barry Gregson, Ford teammates going on the inside. And Bell and Bubba Wallace are going to go to that outside lane. And anyway, guys, here they come to the Geico restart zone. Green flag is back in the air. Barry, Bell, Gregson, Bubba Wallace, they're all on that field strategy. We'll see if they can make it. Everybody else pitted except for these top 4. As you can see, a flyby of the field. Only 8 to go at this Daytona 500. And look at this, Chase Briscoe. He has issues. His crew chief just said they're going to pull it in the garage. Remember, he got split and then went to the back of the field earlier. I don't know if that has to do with something in the engine, but he's going to go to the garage. His Daytona 500 chances are done. Anyway, guys, another lap complete. It's still Barry and Bell. How long can they make it? Can they make it to the fuel window? That is the question. They need to go 3 more laps, and they should be out of fuel this lap. They're going to have to really stretch it. As you see Bell falling back. Maybe he's trying to save some fuel. Another lap complete. It's Josh Barry Gregson on the inside. And look at this. Herbst. Remember, he's involved in that Ryan Priest crash on lap 3. He's coming back into the field, but it doesn't really matter. Back to the leaders. Barry, Bell, and look at this. Barry on the inside with former SHR teammate Noah Gregson pushing him. Only 5 to go in this 500. Oh, Herbst has trouble. Oh no, around he goes. The field's coming. Can they avoid it? Yes, they can. How in the world did Herbst keep that on the inside lane? Another lap complete. 4 to go. Here comes the 3rd lane. By the way, no caution for Herbst. Here comes Ryan Blaney now to the middle. Herbst is in the garage. Who cares? Can they make it on fuel? Barry tried to side draft. Blaney to the lead out of nowhere. Chase Elliott to the outside. Bell's there. Barry. Oh, and there's a caution already. I did not think there would be a caution for Riley Herbst, but there is. Blaney's your leader. Let's take a look at a replay. I don't know what in the world Riley Herbst was doing out of the pit road when the field was coming right at him. Riley Herbst should not have been there. As you can see, the safety crew picking up all that grass and that wreckage there. Herbst is going to the garage as he should. But Ryan Blaney, Josh Barry leading. Barry, Bell, Gregson, and Bubba are all on that strategy, if you remember. And here's the replay. I don't know what Herbst is doing, but he almost just wrecked the whole field. Anyway, guys, we're going to go for some pit stops soon. Let's see if... I think Barry's strategy... Barry, Bell, and Gregson and Wallace's strategy may have worked. Oh! Oh, no! Christopher Bell, he's out of fuel. On a pace lap, Christopher Bell has ran out of fuel. He's going to be pushed to pit road, but that is a major, major issue for the 20 because he's going to get a penalty for coming down pit road when it's not open. He's going to start on the tail end of the longest line. That's not what Bell wants to see. Dang, Bell was so close. And out of all the laps, it was a pace lap that he ran out. This is a big question for them. Anyway, guys, let's go down to our pit reporter.
After being in the lead, Ryan Blaney comes down pit road. He will take 4 fresh tires and a can of fuel.
Thank you, MC, for helping me out. And it looks like Ryan Blaney has trouble. He's going to have to go back to the right side. Oh, no. This is not what the 12 team wants to see. Lots of pit road drama for this race so far. Anyway, guys, here's the strategy. Cindric and Gibbs and a couple of others stay out. They could probably not make it out of fuel, but we'll have to see because, remember, Barry's strategy paid off even though Bell's didn't. Bell must have not saved enough. But, remember, Blaney just went back a couple of positions because of that. He lost a lot. Anyway, guys, Let's go back to our lane choose. Cindric inside, Gibbs outside, Gregson inside, Barry outside. And then Bubba Wallace and Chase Elliott. Don't forget about them either because they're still in this one. Bubba inside, Chase Elliott outside. Guys, let's go back racing. Green flag is back in the air. 3 laps to go in the 500. Cindric and Gibbs. Can they make it? They should be running out at this lap. This is the lap that they were supposed to run out, so we'll see if they can make it. This might have been their plan all along. We know Penske could save fuel. I don't know about Joe Gibbs, though. Ty Gibbs to the outside. 2 to go in the Daytona 500. Austin Cindric. Ty Gibbs on his outside. Coming down the back straightaway. Oh, bad push! Gibbs is around! Bubba Wallace! Carson Hocevar! The whole field is involved in this one! Kyle Busch! Ryan Blaney! Red flag is out! Very few cars able to make it out of this one. Holy cow! The entire field just came undone. Eric Jones, Brad Keselowski involved. Several cars. Byron, and then Blaney, who we just talked about, who was just leading the race until that pit road incident. We have Zane Smith involved. Oh my goodness. Kyle Larson, Austin Dillon, Tyler Reddick, Ross Chastain, Kyle Busch, last year's winner of the 500 in the regular NASMAR series. Josh Berry's involved. Carson Hocevar, Ty Gibbs, obviously. Chase Elliott, who we just talked about, is involved. Bubba Wallace. That is a massive pileup that we did not want to see with 3 to go in this race. 2 to go, my bad. As you can see, a lot of people coming off of pit road with damage. Kyle Busch has damage. Man, that just took out about half the field. Chastain's involved. Chase Elliott, they're going to have to be pulled to pit road. As you can see a replay, look at this. Ty Gibbs into the field. So many cars involved. And how did Joey Logano and Alex Bowman make it out of that one? I have no clue. Look at this. Watch Joey Logano, inside lane, 4th row. Wow, Logano, amazing avoidance. Joey with an avoidance. And Chase Elliott catches one he can't miss. Bubba Wallace catches one he can't miss. And a ton of others do. It all started, it looks like, when Ty Gibbs got a bad push from Barry. As you can see, a couple of cars coming in. That's Barry, Reddick. Reddick, they both needed to be pulled in. Gibbs is out of the race. He had a lot of hits to that car. Carson Hocevar's out. Tyler Reddick's out under his own driving. He doesn't need to be pulled out, but it looks like he has some engine issues. Chase Elliott's going to be able to continue. Luckily, not that many DNF'd. As you can see the replay again, just a lot of them. Look at Joey. Wow. How did Logano make it out of that? Kyle Busch involved. Zane Smith, Austin Dillon. Look at that. Gibbs into the field, and they all pile up behind him. That's what happens when you don't have enough space. They just start piling up, and you can't get out of it. Also, Denny Hamlin, great avoidance. Watch him. As you can see, he's behind Keselowski right now. Wow, nice job by Hamlin. But look at that massive pileup anyway. But guys, we're about to go back green. The red flag has been lifted. Cindric still staying out. Wow. A lot more guys going out. It's going to be overtime number 1 here at Daytona. As a bunch of the cars are able to stay in anyway, guys. Let's go back to racing. Overtime at Daytona. Green flag is in the air. Can Cindric make it? Gregson on his outside. We know he's been good all day. Lots of these cars have damage in the back, but the front half all avoided it. Oh, bad push again! Around goes Cindric! Noah Gregson! That's a huge hit! Gregson spins after the matter, but Cindric with a massive hit. Look at that damage. Looks like he almost flipped. I don't think he did, luckily, but he's out of this one. Gregson was a slight amount of damage. That's what you cannot do if you're Austin Cindric and saving fuel. You cannot wreck. Look at this. Horrible push. And just Logano looks like he got a little bit of damage. They're not able to avoid this one. And then Gregson looks like he tried to hold on to it. Held on to it for like a couple of seconds and then spun out again. Oh my goodness, that is a huge hit. Just like Ryan Preece's one to the outside wall earlier in this race. But Austin Cindric, that is not the way you want to end your day. I hope he's alright. He's gonna get checked and we'll get and he'll get checked on anyway. We'll get a report on him soon. But no, Gregson, he was doing so well. He's still gonna have a chance at this, but I don't think with that broken toe link he's gonna be able to do that. He just got smashed into the left rear there. Anyway, guys, Austin Cindric obviously out of this one. It looks like Gregson will be able to continue. He'll just need pushed. Gregson is got to be mad right now. Cindric also. And there's McDowell, guys. McDowell's to the lead. We haven't not seen him all day. And as I said, guys, Joey Logano was also involved in that one a little bit. He tapped the left rear of Austin Cindric as he was spinning around. But anyway, guys, let's go back to racing here at Daytona after that massive wreck. McDowell, and where did Hamlin come from? Green flag. Can they make it on fuel? Overtime, number 2. McDowell. Look at this. Michael McDowell to the lead. Can he make it? Oh, there's a spin in the back. Kyle Busch. Caution this out again. Kyle Busch. Another caution. That'll bring overtime number 3. Michael McDowell is so low on fuel, I don't know if he's going to be able to make it. This replay, he gets turned. Kyle Busch obviously got that damage. It might have something to do with that, but he has a lot of damage on that 8 car. Busch, this is not a day he wants to remember. And here's the strategy. Michael McDowell is running out of fuel. It looks like he'll have to pit soon. And Michael McDowell, along with a lot of other cars, they're all running out of fuel, all the front runners. But, guys, listen to this. As we're gonna look at a replay, all those damaged cars are already pitted after the wreck, and they should have enough fuel to make it to the end. Kyle Busch getting more fuel and tires on that car, obviously, after spinning, but a day Kyle Busch does not want to remember. Anyway, guys, Michael McDowell will have to pit. But guess what, guys? All those damaged cars to that wreck all have full fuel. So they will be able to make it to the end. And if I'm right, they should stay out. Let's see who pits. Most of your front runners are. They don't want to run out. I mean, you'd have to be really gutsy to stay out right here. McDowell coming down pit road. Hamlin. Nemechek coming down. Basically, all the people that avoided the wrecks are coming down pit road right now. Dang, they got so close to saving. It's just too risky. But speaking of risky, look at Stenhouse. Stenhouse decides to stay out with low fuel. I don't know. That's concerning. I don't think he's gonna be able to make it. But look at this, Ryan Blaney. All the way to second. Maybe wrecking was a bad thing for him because he's all the way back up to second. We haven't seen Zane Smith for a while. We haven't even seen William Byron in the top 5. Byron in the top 5. Keselowski's there. Look at Eric Jones. Look at all the damage on these guys. They have full fuel, and we're going to go back to racing. OT number 3. Green flag. Stenhouse, can he make it? If there's another caution, Stenhouse is going to have to come out. Down the back straightaway. Ryan Blaney on his outside. Blaney has a run. Look at that damage on the 12 car. Coming to the final lap. Chase Elliott's the outside. Where did he come from? White flag. No. Next caution ends the race. Byron's there too. Stenhouse is out. Ryan Blaney and Eric Jones are around behind him. Ty Dillon's in this. Kyle Busch comes to the outside. Where did Busch come from? And here's Chastain. What a finish at Daytona. Brad Keselowski's spinning. What a finish. I don't even know who won that race. Kyle Busch, Ross Chastain with a late run. Chase Elliott. Look at that finish. Holy cow. Let's take a look at a replay. Look at this. Stenhouse on the inside of Ryan Blaney. Stenhouse, the only one in the top 10 that doesn't have damage. Look at this. Stenhouse down the back straightaway. Blaney on his outside with that huge amount of damage on that 12 car. Byron's pushing him. He goes outside. Here comes Chase Elliott out of literally nowhere. White flag is in the air here. And Stenhouse to the inside. Looks like he's going to win. But guess what? He runs out. That causes them to check up behind him. Blaney and Eric Jones go around. It's all Chase Elliott and Ty Dillon from there. Then, wow, where did Kyle Busch come from? I have no clue. And then Ross Chastain gets a late run. Holy cow, what a finish. Wow, look at that. I don't even know where Kyle Busch came from. He just spun 2 laps ago. Chase Elliott, he was involved in that wreck. He had a huge amount of damage. He has a huge amount of damage. Ross Chastain's not out of this one either. But look at this. I think, look at, oh my goodness. I can't even tell who just won this race. Wow. I don't know who this is. It could be Kyle Busch. It could be Chase Elliott. I don't think it's Chastain, but look at this. Chastain looks like he's out of it. He gets a run 3 wide to the line. And look at this. Brad spins behind him, but he'll finish like 10th or something. But look at that. What a finish. And I think the winner of the 2026 NASMAR Next Daytona 500 we'll see this view here. I think this will determine who gets the line first. The white line. Kyle Busch, maybe? Wow. And the officials have said Kyle Busch has won the Daytona 500. My goodness, I thought Busch was out of that. He spun 2 laps before the end of the race. How did Busch win that? He had fresher tires, I guess. Let's take a look at the finishing positions anyway. Kyle Busch, how did he win that? Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, Byron, Austin Dillon. Those top 5, they're going to get bonus points under this new format. Look at this. Justin Allgaier, 6th. And look at this. Another honorable mention is Jimmy Johnson in 8th. Cody Ware in 10th. What a finish. Kyle Busch comes from being involved in a wreck 6 laps before, getting a broken toe leg, spinning 2 laps before the end of the race, and winning at Daytona. His first NASMAR Next Daytona 500 win. Obviously, he won in the normal series. As you can see, all the finishing positions right here, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this Daytona 500 race, and I hope you guys liked it. Anyway, guys, Kyle Busch is really happy today as he has won the NASMAR Next Daytona 500. Make sure to tune in next time. Thank you guys for watching. Oh yeah, and please like and subscribe. You know, it's free. You can always cancel it. Thanks.